Hi guys, welcome back to The Real Med Life. I'm April Denise McNeil, affectionately known by my friends as Dr. McNeasy, here to give you another video. So I was talking to one of my homeboys who's a fourth year medical student, and he's trying to prepare for residency interviews, and he called me and asked me, so how much money should I take out in order to prepare for interview season? Now, what you will get to find out, I am not a proponent of debt, so I would say immediately, if you try your best not to take out anything, but that's not the reality in which we live in. So I tried to kind of talk him through, and we bounced off some ideas of what he could do to prepare himself for interview season this year. So first, if you're going to take out a loan, you need to take out the smallest amount possible. Number two, I told him to create a virtual tour of all the places he planned to apply to and anticipate getting interviews there and going to all of them. And I told him not to cluster them because you may not have the time in your schedule to get interviews back to back in the same city. Research how much a hotel would be, how much it would be to rent a car or Uber, and then miscellaneous food. And guys, airport food is expensive, and you have to realize that most of the interview season, you're going to be in the airport. So those like morning coffees and breakfasts and things like that, or little snacks to go back home, you'll be purchasing in the airport. So you want to be prepared for that. Calculate all those things up, and that would kind of give you a rough estimate of what you would have to anticipate for interview season. Think about discounts and how you can actually reduce that cost. Are you going to a city where there's a family member or a friend that you possibly could stay with? Or if it's family, maybe you can use their vehicle to drive back and forth from your interview. Also, again, as I said, I am not a proponent of debt, but what I've heard of some people doing, using credit card points in order to kind of get flights and things like that throughout the season, go on the trip after. So I would say kind of look through different discounts that you possibly do like Groupon, Guilt.com, Travel, any of those type of websites that you can kind of cluster things together and reduce your prices. That would be great. Now, in reality, if you are at an institution that kind of lets you mold your schedule the way that you want, you could make sure that you go to different interviews in the same city close to each other so that you could save on flights where you take one flight instead of going back and forth. Then after you kind of see how you can reduce the price some, kind of inflate that number by 2 to 5% just to give you coverage on anticipated costs. You never know what could happen during the season. After all that is said and done, and you've gone through interview season, and what you'll see, you'll start getting interview fatigue, and towards the end, you're actually going to start canceling some of those interviews, especially if you got to places where we're closer to your top picks. And then you will have money left over if you budget it and spend your money wisely. At that point, it is not time for you to go on a trip. You need to take that money and pay it back to your lender. So that'll be less money that you have to pay back, and make sure that it's applied to your principal and not just your interest. So, like I said, this was a quick and dirty video that came about on a conversation that one of my homeboys and I had the other day, and I thought that it would be beneficial for you guys. So what I would say is, in the next couple of months, I'm actually going to do a budgeting series on kind of how to budget before and during medical school, and also how to budget before and during residency, because at the end of the day, we want to be financially and physically responsible and be in a better place after we finish our training, that we're able to live happy, fruitful lives and also bless those people that are around us. So again, thank you for tuning in, quick and dirty, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye-bye.